While millions of precious people were waiting, you stopped waiting and took action. You gave, you sent, you prayed, and you went. You decided to be hope to a waiting world. As a church, we planted churches in India, Brazil, Africa, China, and Indonesia. We also reached out to several key regions of the world to take hope to the hopeless. We gave hope to the people of India. This year, we worked together with Brother George Varghese and the Indian Pentecostal Church of God to plant 52 churches in northern India and 3 churches in Nepal. Over 2,000 people made decisions for Christ. Our Bible school graduated 16 more students, and we distributed 40 bicycles for church planting evangelists. Our feeding program fed 200 hungry children twice a week, and we gave school supplies to 300 kids. We paid school tuition for 75 of the children. We also gave 30 sewing machines to needy women who are being taught to earn a living by making clothes. We sponsored 2 evangelistic teams who traveled the region showing the Jesus film. We also gave food and shelter to flood victims. In December, the Give Love Tour Band also connected with 7 other churches to partner with us and our friends at Vision Rescue in Mumbai to rescue girls from the horrors of the sex slave trade. We raised enough money to rescue 10 girls. Together, we are changing lives in India.
Turn your eyes upon Jesus.
Last year, we continued taking hope to Brazil. Through the efforts of our teachers and students at New Hope Christian School, we planted a church in the city of Juiz de Fora. The students even sponsored a trip for their principal, Mr. Gaines, to travel to Brazil for one of the first services in the newly planted church. Additionally, we helped our friends at Light to the Nations Church renovate their Niterói campus and continued working with them to train leaders to impact Brazil and the Portuguese-speaking world.
Turn your eyes upon Jesus.
Last year, we sent hope to the nation of Colombia by continuing to support our full-time missionary, Michael Conway, and his new bride, Sarah, as they pioneer a ministry effort in Central America and minister in the city of Medellin alongside Pastor Stephen Finke at the Center of Faith and Hope in Robledo. Michael and Sarah spent the year mentoring young men and women in small groups, working weekend encounter retreats, and leading a middle school Sunday school program. Together, they are helping to lead the youth ministry as they conduct outreaches in the local public school system. Last year, in South Africa, we continued serving alongside Pastor Alfie Wamea and Pastor Muzi and the Nelspruit Lighthouse Church. We shared with them to pioneer their Adopt-a-Block outreach and their ministry to ladies working the streets. We also ministered together with them at a church meeting in a battered women's shelter, and we assembled and delivered nearly 200 care packages to the inmates of the Barberton Maximum Security Prison. At the church plant in the township of Pagani, we purchased materials to build a fence and put a roof on the church building. Kristen Barnett's birthday party raised money to purchase tools, equipment, and seed for a community garden at the church. We even did a Mission Sunday this year, and the people of Pagani Church filled out faith promise cards pledging to give weekly to missions. Through money raised at Tanya Smith's birthday party and money given by the Africa team, we partnered with the Nelspruit Church to help Pastor Muzi buy a home. God is moving mightily in South Africa, and you are playing a major role. We continue to invest in taking hope to the Middle East. Last year, we once again supported our full-time missionary to the Middle East, Ben Johnson. We worked together with Ben, his wife Patricia, and his partners in Lebanon to plant our first church in Lebanon amongst the Syrian refugees. Through Ben's organization, 1040 Hope, over 10,000 gospel tracts were distributed to unreached people. Many people were saved and lives were changed. We also sent support to Pastor Gabi Elawad and ministered together with him to church leaders in the United Arab Emirates. We continue to support our Bible Training Center in Beirut in partnership with Abundant Life Church and Pastor Shadi Elawad. The Bridge Church, our ministry to the inner city poor, reached out to Be Hope in the Philippines by supporting 3 orphanages for Christmas. 2 of the orphanages involved children who were rescued from a local dumpster area, and 1 involves children who were rescued out of the sex trade. We joined together with the Bridge Church to raise money to bring relief to victims of the deadly typhoon in the Philippines and sent hope to many who were affected. In addition to planting a church in Brazil, New Hope Christian School purchased a projector for the Jesus Film Project, raised money for the local eye care restoration home, and they gave 450 shoe boxes to poor children at Christmas time. Last year, New Hope Youth Ministry donated money to the construction project in South Africa, raised money to send to help in the Syrian refugee crisis, funded the renovation of a church in Colombia, and traveled to Colombia to minister with Michael Conway and Pastor Stephen Finke. Because you decided to take action, because you decided to care and to give, all across the earth, lives have been transformed and hope has been experienced by desperate and lost people.
Turn your eyes upon Jesus.